The world was asleep, but a pocket of magic was stirring. The time was 5 a.m. A gentle quiet draped over the city like a velvet blanket. This was the hour of stillness, a sacred window before the day's rush. The moon lingered, a pale guardian over the sleeping streets. In these pre-dawn moments, the air is pure, full of potential. It's a time to hear your own thoughts, to connect with your deepest self. Here, the day feels like a blank canvas, yesterday's mistakes washed away. This hour belongs to the dedicated, the disciplined, and the dreamers. The quiet is not emptiness, it's opportunity, a chance to prepare and become. Most people sleep through this gift, missing the most peaceful part of the day. But for those who rise, a secret world reveals itself, free from noise and demands. In this quiet, you can design your future and reconnect with your highest ambitions. The day belongs to those who prepare for it in the quiet of the dawn. In a crowded auditorium, two souls sat adrift, an artist whose creative fire had faded, and an entrepreneur, outwardly successful but inwardly empty. The artist's passion was suffocated by self-doubt and digital comparison. The entrepreneur, burned out by endless work, longed for meaning. Both came seeking answers from the legendary spellbinder, hoping for a spark of change. The spellbinder spoke of a society addicted to distraction, trading genius for comfort. For the first time in a long time, the artist and entrepreneur felt hope. The spellbinder's words cut through the crowd. An addiction to distraction is the death of your creative production. He described a world so busy being busy, it forgot how to truly live. The artist recognized her own struggle. The entrepreneur saw his own emptiness. The spellbinder urged them to reclaim their focus, to protect their mental bandwidth. He spoke of history makers who shielded their minds from trivialities, preparing for greatness in silence. World-class performance requires world-class preparation, he declared. Suddenly, his voice faltered. He clutched his chest and collapsed. Panic erupted. The man who inspired so many was now motionless. The artist and entrepreneur sat frozen, shocked. The spellbinder's final, unspoken lesson was clear. Life is fragile, and the time to change is now. The auditorium, once filled with hope, was left in stunned silence. The call to action had never felt more urgent. Amid the chaos, a disheveled man handed the artist and entrepreneur a card, an address, 5 a.m. "If you're serious about change, be there," he whispered, then vanished. Was it a prank? The entrepreneur doubted. The artist felt destiny calling. The invitation was a door to the unknown, and standing still was no longer an option. They spent the night wrestling with the decision. The entrepreneur calculated risks. The artist felt a surge of creative energy. As dawn approached, they chose to go. At a secluded beach, the air cool and salty, a figure emerged at 5 a.m. He radiated vitality, dressed simply but with an aura of power. "I'm a friend of the spellbinder," he said, smiling. "I'm glad you came. Your old lives ended yesterday. Your new one begins now." The artist and entrepreneur exchanged a look. Change was no longer a concept, but a reality. The journey had begun, and there was no turning back. The first rays of sunlight marked the start of something extraordinary. The adventure was real. The billionaire Stone Riley led them along the shoreline as the sun rose. He revealed the secret to legendary success, owning the first hour of your day. This victory hour, from 5 to 6 a.m., was the bedrock habit of the world's most successful people. The brain is at its peak after waking. Creativity and clarity are highest. Waking at 5 isn't about deprivation. It's about aligning with your biology. Stone shared his own transformation, crediting the spellbinder and the 5 a.m. habit for his success and joy. "Master your morning and you will master your life," he said. Most people live reactively, pulled by others' agendas. The 5 a.m. club lives proactively, starting the day on their own terms. This isn't just a life hack, it's a philosophy, and I'm here to teach it to you. The billionaire introduced the 20-20-20 formula for the victory hour. Divide the hour into 3 20-minute pockets. Move, reflect, grow. First move, intense exercise to boost brain chemistry and energy. Second, reflect, journaling, meditation, or planning to ground the mind and set intentions. Third, grow. Dedicate time to learning, reading, or listening to something that advances your life. Sweat, stillness, and study, he summarized. This routine primes your body, mind, and spirit for peak performance. The great ones are lifelong learners, he emphasized. Just 20 minutes a day compounds into mastery. The formula is simple, but its impact is profound. This is how you build a world-class life, one morning at a time. Inspiration faded, and doubt crept in. The artist, a night owl, feared losing her creative spark to rigid routine. The entrepreneur, exhausted, dreaded sacrificing more sleep. The billionaire saw their hesitation and smiled. All change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end, he said. The friction phase is the price of admission to greatness. Every great habit feels uncomfortable before it becomes automatic. Push through the pain. Transformation lies on the other side. It takes about 66 days to install a new habit. The person you are today can't achieve tomorrow's results. You must become new. The 5 a.m. habit is the tool to forge that new identity. In the quiet morning, your willpower is strongest. True greatness is born from discipline when no one is watching. The billionaire drew 4 circles in the sand: mindset, heart set, health set, soul set. Your life reflects your inner world, he explained. Most focus on one area, neglecting the rest. True mastery means developing all 4 empires daily. Mindset, your beliefs and thoughts shape your reality. Heart set, emotional well-being, process pain, cultivate joy and compassion. Health set, physical vitality, your body is your foundation. Soul set, your connection to purpose and meaning. The victory hour nurtures each empire. Move for health set, reflect for heart set, grow for mindset and soul set. This holistic approach ensures no part of you is left behind. Remember who you truly are and what you're here to do. The artist and entrepreneur saw a new path to fulfillment. The journey was about becoming whole. The billionaire announced the next phase: immersion. Theory is beautiful but useless without execution. He flew them to his private island in Mauritius, a sanctuary for transformation. The island's beauty was breathtaking, but this was no vacation. Environment shapes change. Here, they could shed old identities. Each day began at 5 a.m., practicing the 20-20-20 formula. They ran on the beach, meditated to the waves, and studied in an open-air library. The billionaire mentored them, pushing past limits and integrating the 4 empires. The artist's creativity reawakened. The entrepreneur found new energy and purpose. The island was a crucible for their transformation. You chose to answer the call, the billionaire said at sunset. This sense of possibility is available to anyone brave enough to own their mornings. Your greatest life is on the other side of that 5 a.m. alarm. Anyone can change their life, one glorious morning at a time.